This is the mini session that really matters this week, the last one. And John Higgins, of course, has plenty of experience at getting his hands on trophies. So, although all the momentum is with Selby, let's see how this pans out now. An exciting finish still on the cards, Ken.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fascinating, isn't it? I mean, he's been totally kept away by this man. He was dominating early. Of course, he went 5-1 up and he had Selby where he wanted him, but amazing turnaround. But still, a long way to go. 10 is the magic number. That looks like a touching ball. Well, maybe not. And as you said, John is such an experienced campaigner. You know, he won't be pressing any panic buttons. He's been in this situation before. That was pretty close. But got the second part of the equation. He's not on that red. There's only a safety shot to go at.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's hard to get chances against Selby when the safety's top-notch, which it wasn't early on in the match. But if Higgins does get in, got to try and rediscover the touch from earlier on today. In fact, the whole tournament. He's had 9 centuries in the whole event. But Mark Selby, I mean, he lost that horrible 5th frame, 57 minutes, not enjoyable. I watched him in his seat before the next frame. There was no flicker of anything from him. He didn't look frustrated. Higgins made a century in the next, but then Selby made 2 on the spin, and tonight has cued brilliantly.
Okay, a good safety from Higgins has forced a rare mistake from his opponent, and now he has a chance here. As I say, sometimes, you know, we've seen it so many times that intervals just can change matches, changes momentum, and that's what certainly Higgins will be hoping for. He get off to a good start, get on a little roll himself. No. He wasn't missing those earlier on. That'll be a shock to the system.
Yeah, at this stage, these have got to go, and it didn't. So Mark Selby gets another scoring chance. Looking to win 3 ranking titles in the same season for the first time since the 2020-21 campaign, which he ended by winning his 4th world title.
One.
Yeah, it's not ideal. He doesn't have a natural angle come down the right-hand side of the table as we look, which would be a lot easier. He's going to have to maybe screw it off this left-hand cushion and then back across for one of these reds. Oh, look at this side he's got on that. Look at the side spin. What a shot. What a wonderful shot.
7. Eight.
Yeah, now just watch the cue ball as it hits the first cushion. It spins in between the little gap and then spins again. Beautiful control. Nicely played as well, just using those two reds just to cushion the cue ball and hold it for this red
15.
into the corner.
$16.
Yeah, he's just a little concerned here. He's got to maybe either find a little cannon on the red or screw the cue ball into a small little window. Well, he's didn't play that shot. He's gone for the
23.
red into the right centre.
$24.
And back. He has to play the shot now. So it's either cannon on that red, the extreme red left of the bunch, or just play into a small little gap here. Just play it into the gap, and he's played it beautifully.
31.
Couldn't have placed it better with his hand. Wonderful shot.
$32.
Higgins hoping the interval would change the narrative of this match, but he didn't pop that initial red, and he'd be fearing the worst again here. Selby's just exercising such control, isn't he?
39.
Masterful performance, this.
$40.
Yeah, it's just everything he's playing. He's doing so well. Look, even that cannon just perfectly played. As a snooker player, you know, sometimes you don't mind if your opponent gets in off a long
47.
red or pots a long red and you didn't get a chance. But John has had chances. That pink in the last frame before the mid-session interval that he missed, should have won the frame from that. He was in first here, missed a relatively straightforward red, and that will hurt him and annoy him more. But when you're being closed out, I mean, those shots that even the shots that you think you should get, it just become a little bit more difficult when you've been kept away from the table for so long.
48.
Because of the way this man is playing, it's almost unstoppable.
the first interval when he was 3-1 down. His
55.
hot success in live play, i.e. before snookers are needed, was 68%. It's now 90, so that just shows you how he's improved steadily as the day's gone on.
$56.
I don't think he'll play the cannon into the reds below the pink. I'll just think he'll play for the loose reds to the right of the bunch. There's 2 reds that you can get on there, just to the right of the pink. Once again, perfect positional
63.
shot.
$64.
So he'll need another red after the black for 8-5. And it could be getting worse for
71.
Higgins because he could actually beat his high break here, which is 144. First things first, though, secure the frame.
Thanks.
Well, it's been clinical, hasn't it, all evening? Indeed, from 5-1
72.
down.
$79.
Mark Selby's made 10 centuries in the tournament. If he makes another, he'll equal Neil Robertson's record for the Tour Championship of 11.
$80.
It's just a complete masterclass, isn't it, from Selby at the moment? Just dissected this frame and the break
87.
almost like a clinical surgeon. His cue ball has been exemplary.
88.
Hasn't been in trouble once. Made this break look so easy. Yeah, under the extreme pressure.
95.
Possible 146 on here.
96.
And he'll know about the high break. He'll know. He would have seen John make that 144.
So this black for yet another century. Fourth of the final for Selby. Completely on top now. And now he's going to target, as Ken says, that £10,000 high break prize just to rub it in for Higgins.
$104.
Yeah, the problem ball may be the yellow, but won't be straightforward. We'll just come up a little bit short.
111.
So I don't think he can play for the black here. Maybe he can. Is he brushing off the pink? Yeah, he was.
112.
Now, this will be the shot. Which way does he go? Does he go up the left-hand side of the table, or does he try and come up the right-hand side in between green and brown? This would be some shot. Well, it was a great effort,
119.
but he's going to need another good one here to hold the cue ball and pot the yellow.
Oh, it just stays out.
119.
Well, your money's safe, John, but the trophy, I'm afraid, is slipping away. Selby's annoyed that he didn't make the 146. He'll be delighted, though, that that 119 has put him 8-5 in front.
To break.
Even so, he'll be delighted. He's now won 7 on the spin. That was his 71st century of the season. His 4th of the final. He's a big, big favourite now to land the £150,000 first prize. He needs 2 more frames. He's got on these runs in this tournament, hasn't he? You know, against Neil Robertson, he won the last 9 frames. Dingy overwhelmed 10-2. And here's 7 in a row against Higgins.
Thanks.
Yeah, appreciation from the crowd. A good return of safety. John's just got to be careful here. Doesn't look a red towards this right corner pocket. This time, Max Selby did knock a red towards the right corner, but he's got cover. Yeah, grimace. It's not straightforward. Is the red almost directly above the black? That may be his choice, but he's got to find a pathway. Missed the red near the pocket here. It's pretty good though. He'll settle for that. Excellent return. But is he on the red? Has he got cover? I don't think he has. He's left the red. Same scenario here for Max Selby. He's on the red, but I'm not exactly sure where the cue ball is going to go. He's got to avoid the black. Maybe going into other reds. When you're unsure of where the cue ball is going, it makes the pot so much more difficult. And there you go. Now, John, what have you got left?
That will do, thank you.
29 minutes just about since he potted one. He's getting plenty of support. I'm sure a lot of people here would love to see this go the distance, but it's up to him to try now and put something together. Highest break tonight in this session from Higgins, just 25.
One. Yeah. 7.
He's been written off before, though, hasn't he? You know, he dropped out the top 16 this season. A lot of people thought that's the last we kind of see of him at the very highest level. Completely turned that on its head. But he's in deep trouble here. Not so much the scoreline, but just how well Selby's playing when he's at the table.
8.
Yeah, he's at the point of no return, really. He needs something. He needs a big break, a frame-winning break. Just to reinstall his belief and faith himself in this match that he can do
15.
it. One of the best players. When he's in arrears, matches over the years, so reliable, never gives up, a great champion. Well, he's going to need all those qualities here. He could do with a good break right now.
$16.
Where's the red going? Oh, it's okay. Thought it was in for a minute. Stopped in his tracks.
23.
That was close. But what a shot. Beautifully opened the reds. Didn't hold back.
Yeah, it's good to see staying positive. And, you know, if this was this afternoon, you'd fancy him very strongly to win the frame here. But the pressure's well and truly on now, of course. And also it's been relatively cold in terms of rhythm and fluency.
Thanks. 24.
Yeah, the pace in which he played that was very, very positive. That red went very close indeed.
So he has
31.
improved on that 25, but clearly needs a lot more in this visit now.
32.
And as I say, that's the thing with long matches. You can get a purple patch. And Higgins is more than capable, of course, of reeling off frame after frame, making this really close. Mark Selby's well aware of that. You know, there's certain opponents you might think by now are sort of crushed his spirit, but not John Higgins.
37.
He's played on the red, just directly above the black there, because that would release the two reds to the left of it into the right corner pocket. He'd love to play that red now, but it's just a little bit awkward queuing wise, so that's why he's probably going to take this red into the right centre pocket. He can come back for that red in a couple of shots time.
$38.
The two reds to the right of the pink will pot into this bottom right corner pocket. So it's just a little stun shot.
$44.
Good thing about the situation at the table, that he doesn't need any little cannons, doesn't have to develop anything. They're all there in the open. It's just a matter of
45.
keeping a good control on that cue ball. He's played it perfect. That was a lovely shot.
52.
And he's on that red that he wanted to be on. He really cued that. Lovely.
53.
It's quite remarkable, really, the standard we've witnessed in this final already.
Well,
60.
what a gutsy effort this has been from John Higgins. It's been a frustrating evening, but the evening isn't over yet.
$61.
Black and one more red, and he's pulled one back, but not just that, he'll have done it in a single visit. Higgins fans hoping this
68.
is the start of a sustained comeback. And he has the chance to make what would be the 7th century of this final. The record in a best of 19 is 8. Neil Robertson and Judd Trump at the Champion of Champions 2019.
$76.
Yeah, the standard, as I said, is really incredible from both players. And what a wonderful
77.
break. After everything that's gone before, the character of John Higgins here is really shining through. Excellent response when he needed it. And boy, did he need
83.
it. But this, yeah, as you said, David, it could be the start of a revival.
$84.
Yeah, they're just unbelievable players, aren't they? That's the bottom line. They're capable of anything, really. And Mark Selby knows Higgins could need just 4 more chances to win this tournament. 4 more one visits.
$91.
He's got a lovely angle on this red. He can maybe bring the other red away from the cushion a little bit if he wants. Yeah,
92.
lovely. Just like that. Excellent.
98.
So it's going to be
99.
John Higgins' third century of the final. Surely the most important. He's kept him in the final. And it's just sending a message to Mark Selby. We're not done yet. That was class.
Yeah, top quality, and the crowd loving it. Now, can he keep it going? Good rest shot here. Yeah, well played. It's very rare in finals that you get both players playing at their very, very best. And that's what these two guys are producing here
110.
in this final, in front of a packed crowd. And the biggest tournaments of the season. Doesn't get much better than this.
John Higgins, 110.
So the break ends at 110. A great effort from Higgins. He really needed that. It's the 7th century of the Tour Championship final.
Like Selby coming down the centre of the table. He'd love to take this red on, but the problem is that red just at the back of the pack to the left is available into the left centre pocket. So that's what he's aware of. He doesn't want to give John Higgins a free shot, particularly off the back of a nice century. He's totally in stroke, so he might keep this. Keep this tight. What's he going to do here? Is he taking it on? Be very risky. No. But he still could leave this red, you know. I'm not quite sure about this shot. Giving John Higgins a free shot into the middle pot. Okay. Quite a degree of difficulty attached to it, but go close with it. Might see a series of little roll-ups into the pack, and then because of course those reds, well, no, he's playing an aggressive shot. Well, he's got to be careful here. He's got to be careful. He's okay. He hasn't left anything. It was always dangerous playing that shot. Disturbing reds. Well, these two are probably...
Yeah, you think it's a statement? Thank you,
Well,
guys.
there you go, re-rack.
Yeah, all the reds in open play down the other end of the table. They weren't going to be going very far with the cue ball there. So Marcel Eckhart sets them up again.
A little bit surprised it was from Max Selby's point of view, because he sort of had the advantage there slightly. Okay, John rolled into the pack, but he could have got back around to the black and opened up a few. We certainly held a slight advantage.
Thank you.
I think maybe the fact that it might have been a protracted frame, they could have been playing those shots for another 5 or 10 minutes. They didn't want to. They just want to get on with it. It's a good sign as well.
So Higgins for the second time to break in frame 15 of a possible 19. 8-6, remember, he's just made a century to win his first frame of the night.
Max Selby will come back down, and believe it or not, that the red, same red as the last frame, is available into the left middle. There it is. So once again, if he leaves the cue ball down this top end of the table, he'd be leaving that red on. Now, does he want to have a go at this red? Very, very difficult. Well, he has the red on, but I don't think he'll take it on because of the other red, where it's gone close to the blue. So he's sort of leaving that red. He doesn't want to take that chance.
The discipline has just been there all day from both, hasn't it? They're both playing to such a high level in all areas.
He's just got an edge of this red. this looks good. Nice line up behind the green, blocking the path down this right-hand side. Excellent return. It's fascinating to watch these two because they've both got probably the best snooker brains that probably ever played the game. To watch them battle it out, as well as the barrage and litany of breaks that they're knocking in, but even these little sort of jewels, these safety jewels. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, it's gone slightly wrong. I didn't want to leave this red. Okay, it's certainly far from easy, but it's a half a chance that he may take. It'd want to be a brave shot to hold for pink or black here, because if he missed it, he'd be no doubt leaving something. Does he take it on? Does he risk it? Doesn't like it. He's gone back to it again. Can he leave the cue ball somewhere there and not leave anything? He could play the red and maybe play for blue or a ball colour, but that makes the shot that a little bit more difficult. No, he's giving it a miss.
Caught that a little bit thick, but he's not left the red to left corner. The big breaks we've seen, and we've seen plenty, have been interspersed with these little standoffs, the moments of tension. Who's going to get in first? Because whoever it is, the way the day's gone, you feel like they'll do damage.
At the moment, Selby has got the advantage. Another excellent weight of cue ball glued to that ball cushion, and no straightforward return to the balk area. A shake of the head from John Higgins. May try and lay down on this red that's close to the left corner pocket off two cushions, but afraid of leaving a possibility of a red into the opposite corner, so he's Got his work cut out here.
Not much to choose on the safety success stats. Both very good in the 80s. But this is a headache for Higgins with the reds out in the open as they are.
As he left this red, as he left it, the one just to the right of the black spot is that potable. Maybe not. Maybe it is. It is. He's on it. So he can play this and not so much pressure on it because he's going back up into the bulk area with the cue ball. Ooh, played it with pace. Now, has he left it? Is there a gap? Has the blue come to his rescue? Wry smile from John Higgins tells you that it has. He can't get through to this red. There is another red into the left corner. But once again, not guaranteed with this red. Cue ball going into other reds.
One. John Higgins, 1.
We could have another standoff here. Ooh.
Fallen in this. John Higgins, 4.
But I'm just wondering, can John play off this red? Leave the cue ball, yeah, up somewhere where his cue was pointing. The brown would block the path of the red that it's close to, and he'd be moving this red away from the corner pocket, so not a bad choice, this. Oh, it's a bit short of pace, though. He hasn't played this too well.
Strangely, Selby's failure just to play that little roll up to the red down this end of the table has gained him the advantage, because Higgins, as we saw, didn't quite play his shot as intended. And now he's back in the long grass on the baulk cushion. But that's the great unknown in snooker, isn't it? The bit of running at the right time, and boy, is this the right time for Higgins.
Yeah, no matter how good or how talented you are in any sport, you can always do with a bit of luck. Can he take advantage of it? Oh, is he on the red?
4.
He is, just about. Oh, wow, that was close.
The Higgins family will come down, haven't they, today? They must be under absolute agony watching this. Very proud of John.
5.
And delighted to see him spending more time at the table than he was earlier this evening. That fluke, I mean, we could look back on that later tonight as a really big moment. Here it is.
11.
It was like a 4-ball plant, wasn't it, into that left corner?
$18. 19. 25. 26.
Yeah, the middle red of that bunch is available. He could play it into the corner, or even he could play it for the left centre pocket. Corner pocket it is, and he's nicely on it.
32.
But he's going to have to win this frame. He's going to have to dislodge maybe one of those little bunches of reds together to get over the line.
$33. $39. $40.
And this time, unless one of those reds is available into the right middle pocket. He's had a look a couple of times, but he's got a beautiful angle on this pink if he wants to disturb any of these reds.
$46. $47.
Took a while deciding which red to play, but no problem. Have a check at the scores. Still a little bit of work to do, but what a chance for 8-7. Suddenly it's Mark Selby who hasn't potted a ball for 42 minutes, having dominated, of course, the early part of the evening.
53. $54.
Yeah, and Max Selby, he posed the question. He went 8-5, and well, John Higgins certainly coming up with the answers. Wonderful response here. Okay, got a bit of luck, fluke in the red, but it's what you make of your luck when you do get it, and he certainly made the most of it here. Excellent
59.
break this.
Yeah, exactly right. This red then frame ball, and there'll just be one frame in it.
60.
Another very determined effort. Yes, it started with fortune, but the rest of it all skill.
$67.
So
John
67.
Higgins, 67.
Mark Selby
And they frame.
stays in his seat. John Higgins has won the last two. Remember, Selby won 7 on the spin. One of the the relatively newer tournaments on tour. First stage 2019, neither players won it. Selby's first final in the Tour Championship. Higgins, of course, 3 years ago, lost from 9-4 up to Neil Robertson in Llandudno.
Can we make sure the door is shut, please?
Well, just a noise from somewhere and just interrupting his focus, and my word, they need focus right now.
His last pop was over 46 minutes ago. This is certainly not easy. Well, he has a chance of a red, but once again, he's got a bit of work with the cue ball to do. Oh, hold on, not another fluke. Oh! Well, he's left the red, but once again, not straightforward for Mark Selby, certainly. I wouldn't say it's an easy chance. It's quite hard to believe. It's coming up to 48 minutes now since he last potted the ball. He wouldn't have believed that was going to happen when he went 8-5 up. Love to take the red on, but it's the other red that's causing a problem, the one that's next to the yellow. If he took the red on and tried to get on the blue from this red, he'd be leaving the possibility of that red for a pot. The black is making it even more awkward. Well, that's just a tremendous shot from Mark Selby. But with the black where it is, I mean,
5.
certainly not going to be straightforward, this break.
Six.
What sort of an angle has he got on the brown? There is one red that's available at the back of the pack. He's going into them. Needs a bit of luck. How is it? Oh, it could have been better. That red has come down close to this corner pocket. He's not on that. He's unlucky there. Well, that was a good attempt.
Yeah, the little bits of running aren't going for him, are they? Obviously the Higgins fluke in the last frame, and here, you know, he struck this well. Just needed to be on one.
Yeah, a little shake of the head. It's not like you can plant one of these reds onto that red that's over the corner pocket. That's not even a possibility. Try and get the cue ball down behind the blue here. Big target. He hasn't hit it very hard.
Mark Selby. 10.
He's left the pot.
One.
It's got to be said, 8-5. He looked down and out, didn't he? Just wasn't scoring. Couldn't make a 30 break, but he's found something from somewhere, as so often John Higgins does. Trying to make things happen here. Playing very positive snooker, isn't he? You've got to say, he's trying to, as I say, make things happen.
Yeah. 4.
Yeah, he's definitely found something, hasn't he? He's got that spring back in a step. And a good chance here. Okay, you can only
7.
maybe concentrate on pink for a while, but that's okay. It's available into the left middle, right corner.
Eight.
And of course, right middle now as well.
$14.
He'd like to finish with a nice angle when potting this red. Nice angle on the pink that maybe he could disturb a few more reds in that little pack of 6 there.
15.
But that's a bit straight. He doesn't like it. Doesn't have any angle. You see it. So he's going to have to play for the loose red here.
$21. $22.
That's okay. Now this could be the key shot. He's got a lovely angle on yellow and brown here. Can he disturb these reds around the pink? Here we go. It's okay. It's okay. A little bit hampered
26.
by the pink. As we see the split again. Could have been kinder.
Yeah, John, he doesn't like this. But at least he's got some sort of chance to continue the break.
Yep.
Yeah, he might need the extended spider here.
Spider with extension. You mean this one? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got a bridge over the pink here, so it's a little bit awkward.
Just feels he's a long way from the cue ball here. This is nasty. Yeah, it wasn't nice, and the red doesn't drop. And all these little moments now feel big.
John Higgins, 26. One.
it's never straightforward when the ball is in the jaws of the pocket, just to get it out as far as he didn't get it out as far as he would like. So there's a bit of distance with this pink. He doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. Safely in. But now this could be the big shot. He's on this red into the left corner, but
7.
cue ball is going to be going into reds, not guaranteed to be on a colour after this. Could be a big shot, this.
No problem. Yeah, can see that. Eight. Eight.
Once again, not absolutely perfect. There's pressure on every ball now. It's a tough shot because he's got to play a cannon into the red here. Doesn't like it. Didn't like it at all, did he?
Max Selby.
Didn't like it.
8.
Well, in the end, he wasn't close to the pot there. All the big colours are kind of scattered. The blue is potable where it is, though.
One.
It's got nervy, though, hasn't it, Ken? I mean, it's not surprising. It's 8-7 in a big final. 2 big hitters.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the tension, the anxiety from both players. That's what sport at the highest level is all about.
Four. Five.
Yeah, the angle on the brown is not great, so it's going to have to be the yellow, but
The yellow ball.
I'm not quite sure he can hold the cue ball for these reds into the right. He might have to play a little cannon into the two of them. Yeah, he's playing the cannon, but he looks like he's missed them.
7.
He's got it into the left centre, but it's a tough pot.
Eight.
And he's done well.
It's not getting any easier, is it? 21 in front. Still would need a couple of reds here with colours.
John Higgins. 13.
Well, surprise and miss, but I just said it's getting tense for both players out there.
Foul in the miss. John Higgins 4.
I think John may just get him to, well, he's going to put it back. And thought he may just
Shall we
get him
check
to
that?
play from where the cue ball
Happy to.
finished.
No, you can't now, can you? Shall we just check it, please? Check, Kevin.
So it is.
There's Kevin Dabrowski just
Yes.
helping out Marcel Eckhart here with the cue ball.
Now slightly this way. And that looks perfect.
Yes, Mark, John, thanks.
Didn't take long. Well, the big colours that are going to Cushion's favours Higgins, 25 in front.
He's been lucky there. That wasn't a good safety shot, but look at where the cue ball is finished. So he can have a go at the loose red, but I'd like to take this red away from the black, maybe. If he could, possibly knock the black into play, but he's got to be careful where the red is going to finish, and also he's going to get that cue ball back to the bulk area. Almost got the black out, but pretty good. chance of this red. He's just gone off the boil slightly, Mark Selby. John is getting stronger. The problem, this red is no problem potting it. It's just getting enough pace on the cue ball to get it back up for a colour. He's made a good fist of it. Now let's see, 26 points. That's why he's having a look at. He's 26 points in the lead. Green would put him 29, which means he would need that loose red and maybe the pink to go 36 ahead with 35 remaining.
This is the longest frame since that epic 57-minute fifth frame that John Higgins won this afternoon.
Green ball.
He's just trying to do his arithmetic in his mind. Oh, it's just come, it's just ran on that fraction. Too much.
4.
Now what does he do? Does he take the pot on? Not 100% sure where the cue ball is going. And it's very missable.
John Higgins, 4.
As ever, playing the percentages. He's in the driving seat in this frame, but not over the line yet.
Yeah, but once again, he got a big slice of luck there. So the cue ball hit off the knuckle of the middle pocket, and that's how it threw it wide towards the blue. He wasn't playing it up behind the blue, but he'll certainly take it. He doesn't want to go by it and leave the red. He doesn't want to go by it and leave the red. Good hit. Actually, I don't think that red is potable. So that was an excellent escape for Mark Selby.
Not one of his best, could have got him in trouble there. But, you know, we're right down to the wire now, aren't we? This is a big, big tournament. Two big, big players involved in a big, big match. This frame already half an hour. Oh, they can't afford to be giving away 7
John
points
Higgins.
here with the way the
7.
frame is.
please, for the black, Kevin.
So 36 in it. Higgins only needs one red now.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Half a centimetre and just slightly this way. And that's very good.
Yeah. Guys.
Wow.
Foul in the miss.
Free ball.
John Higgins,
Good
5
grief.
and a free
This
ball.
is completely unravelled for Selby, this frame. So 41 in it. Pink would count as a red. And then a colour to leave Selby needing a snooker.
Yeah, I bet John can't believe what he's just witnessed. He's been handed the frame from his opponent, and he looks nervous now, Mark Selby. This match is turned.
Just shows in this sport, even the Iron Men can feel the heat. And Mark Selby's
6.
going through by far his worst spell of the day here. So barring snookers, the final's now best of 3. 1 4-point snooker to tie, but of course the black is not favourable to Selby where it is. So Higgins looking
John
good here
Higgins, 6.
to level up.
Frame conceded. John Higgins.
Well, he didn't enjoy that frame, did he? It all, as I say, unravelled. And it's getting on towards 11 at night, but it's still pretty much a full house. Great finale to this tournament. We saw it, of course, at the Players' Championship. McCorrin Wilson beat Judd Trump in a decider.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And Mike Selby normally has got a great way of brushing things that have gone in the past. Clearing the slate and starting again. One of the best in the business, but he's going to need all those powers now. What's gone before. eradicate them from his mind and reset. There's another nervy one, and you can clearly see
Foul in
the
the miss.
nerves have got to him
Sean
slightly
Higgins, full.
at the moment. Under hitting balls, sure sign of nerves. Those 2 misses in that last frame as well.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, it looked like he'd got Higgins, didn't it, at 8-5. John wasn't scoring at all, but now the pressure's come back to bear on Selby.
Yeah, John. Top.
And everyone's human. Eventually you will feel it.
Another poor safety shot from Mark Selby. Way short. Struggling a little bit. Yeah, he's got a bit of this red, but to get the cue ball to this top cushion, he has to swerve it slightly. Well, he's done pretty well there. Get the cue ball back up into that area, and he hasn't left John anything to go at.
Can Selby regroup? And if he gets a chance, can he take it? We may find out. There's the table time, 50-50, and that's what the match is right now. Pot success also level at 92% on both sides. These little nudges and flicks, though, they can all play their own part. Higgins, in the last sort of half an hour, has had the running, without question. It can swing back, though. There's time yet.
Not a good safety shot from John Higgins. He's got the advantage again here. He's putting Mark Selby under all sorts of pressure. He could play the 2 cushion, lots of left-hand side, and just try and clip one of these reds in the pack here, just below the pink. But it's a bit risky. Needs an edge. Oh, well played. Yeah, he's set up for that. Excellent shot. Well, can he see enough of this red to maybe have a go of it? He's digging down the cue ball, sort of swerving it slightly.
Remember, we've had 7 centuries in this final, but it's no great surprise as we approach the end of the match that it's got a bit cagier, a lot cagier, in fact.
Yeah, and also the way the balls have gone as well. You know, the black going a bit awkward in that last frame. Once again, it's gone slightly awkward in this. Both players playing excellent safety shots here. They're really having a wonderful tussle in that department.
Well, they're the safety stats for the tournament, both at 83%. So the 4 points are found, nothing potted yet in this frame, which has been going nearly 12 minutes. The match not too far off 6 hours. It's become a war of attrition, this.
Tapping the table, John Higgins. He's got cover. Mark Selby, the green has covered the pathway down the left-hand side of the table. There you see it. A nod of approval for his opponent's shot. And here it is. Swinging it off 3 cushions. Right behind the green. Now, what can Higgins do here? Looks like a deep screw back to the ball carrier, but I don't know where the red's going. Oh, not another fluke. Oh, has he covered it? I think he's covered it, you know. Yeah, the hand has gone up. What a slice of luck there. Nearly went in, but... Wow, have a look at that. Okay. Off 1, possibly 2 cushions, but it's missable. Oh, everything going against Mark Selby at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, obviously had he fluked it, that would have been lucky, but to cover it and to put the pressure on Selby to try and pot it off the cushion, the double kiss has left it on. It's all just going Higgins' way in terms of the running, and that's the one thing you can't control in snooker, is who gets the luck at the right time. I mean, double kiss the red off the brown, nearly in, but gets the cover. So you could tell it was covered because Selby took a long time getting out of his chair. He sat right in line.
He might play a little delicate little cannon onto the pink and red here, just to maybe bring them into play. That's pretty good.
6. 7.
Higgins has been around long enough, in fact longer than most, to know that the running can go for you. Plenty of times it's gone against him. He's got to try and seize the initiative. He certainly won't feel guilty.
Yeah, it swings around the belts, and you've got to make the most of it when it is running for you.
14.
He did it when he fluked the red to go 8-7. Made a good break.
$15. $20. $21.
Putting every ounce
26.
of concentration into this break. Taking his time, weighing up all the possibilities.
The audience here absolutely riveted to this drama.
Thanks. 27.
The World Championship actually starts in, what, about 11 hours' time, the qualifying in Sheffield. But we're not done here yet. John Higgins, 30 years ago this month, became the first
34.
teenager to win 3 ranking titles. He was 19. Fast forward to 2025. He's already the second oldest ranking event winner from the World Open. He'll extend that by a few weeks if he wins tonight.
35.
Shown incredible resilience. Yes, there's been good luck as well. But you're going to get that, and it'll go against you also. But just the way he's come back from being able to do very little in the early part of the evening to now reminding us all of just what a terrific fighter, terrific champion he is when the heat's on.
Yeah, just the way he's responded, you know, after everything that Mark Selby threw at him.
42.
Showing all those wonderful qualities that he's gifted with.
$43.
Yeah, he could put the cue ball in an area here. He could play on 2 reds. Oh, it's just ran slightly. Oh, he looks down. Maybe he's not on
50.
this red to the left of the pink. He just tried to get it into an area where he had a red into the left centre, or that red left of the pink into the left corner. He's just overrun it slightly. He's still on the red into the left centre pocket, but this is a lot more difficult than he would have liked. Here you see the cue ball. Just need to stop anywhere about there. And he was perfect. He's got it. He's got it.
What guts. Pulling out these special shots with the pressure well and truly on. Building a useful lead here. 62 with the black.
$58. $59.
So he's looking for one more red after this blue to be in front for the first time since he led 5-4.
He's going to play for this red just behind the black here. It's all about weight of the cue ball. Doesn't want too big a bounce here. Well, it's bounced a little bit
64.
further than he would have liked, so makes this a little bit more difficult. He only needs the red. Looks good. Looks very
65.
good.
Again, he got the fortune at the start. Nearly fluked the red, covered it. Selby left it. But since then, it's been quality once more from Higgins.
72.
So we were wondering at 8-5 down what response he had. Now we're wondering if Selby can find something. 6 hours playing time.
$73.
What a turnaround. Remember, Selby won 7 in a row to lead 8-5. Now he's lost 4 on the spin.
80.
And in those 4 frames, he's only scored 18 points.
John Higgins, 80.
So
and
80
in front.
from John Higgins, who's back in front in this enthralling, dramatic Tour Championship final. Hope that the luck turns as well in his favour when he needs it the most. Because he's in trouble now, having won 7 in a row to lead 8-5. He's lost 4 in a row to trail 9-8. If Ridley Scott is casting for Gladiator 3, maybe he could give these two a call. Because my word, they give it everything, don't they? And Selby will continue to. He's got belief in whatever position in the match. He's only one behind here.
Yeah, and he'd be feeling a little bit deflated the way the look has turned on him a bit. But this man at the table, he's been dominating play. Can he find one here? No, that's a bit wide. Well, maybe this red is available into this right corner pocket. Yeah. No. Oh. Has he got the cover? I think he has. So close. Well, maybe he could. Maybe he can just swerve around the black slightly. Yeah, he's on the red.
One.
Yeah, so first chance for Higgins in the frame he needs to win the tournament.
Yeah, and he'd be playing up for blue off this red. Hoping he gets a nice angle, split the pack. Mark Selby would be hoping that he gets back to the table. Well, it could rest on this very next shot. One good shot here, good split. He's got the perfect angle. How's his luck? Is he on one? Well, he's on a red, but
14.
yeah, it's not the one over the pocket. It's the one just to the left of the black. That split could have been better. Possible red into the right center as well.
Well, it's a great table if he doesn't continue the break. It is for Selby, so another big shot coming up for Higgins.
Shaping up for this shot into the middle pocket. Just resetting. He's got to play it in such a way that he's going to try and get cover on the red that's over this right corner pocket. But if the red goes in, there's a chance for frame and match. Oh, what a shot. What a shot he's played there. That was class.
15.
Yeah, that was nothing to do with luck. That was about guts. It was about skill, about focus. And now he has his chance. And I tell you what, the whole clan are here. His wife Denise, their children, his mother, the extended family. When he won recently in Yushan, of course, none of them were there. His previous ranking title 4 years ago, the Players' Championship, it was lockdown. None of them were there. So it's been 7 years since they've been able to celebrate with him winning a tournament. It will be very special if he can close this out, for sure. But there's still a lot of pressure on, even though it looks like a good chance because of what it means. He'll still inside be feeling it.
Yeah, just the manner is the way he's just got himself into this position. I mean, it hasn't been in bits and pieces, all been with good breaks. It's just wonderful to watch. Still at the top of the game, playing top quality snooker. Trying to get on one of these reds just above the black. That's not the best kiss.
26.
Wanted to just slide by those reds. We always had this red over the right corner, but we wanted to be on that red. You see it straight into this left-hand corner pocket. It's covered, so.
Yeah.
And this one is a little bit awkward. He's going to need the spider. And it's not the pot that is so difficult, but it's he's got to dig down on the cue ball to widen the angle off the cushion to get out for pink or possibly blue. He doesn't like it, so it may be the red into the left center pocket.
$27.
Well, the red's in. Now it's about this pink. As I say, the pressure comes not just from trying to close the match out, but where the balls are. If he slips up, they're all there for Selby to level up. Again, just having to raise his bridge hand. But they're still going in.
$33. $34. 41.
I think the black still pots into that right corner pocket, which will help John Higgins. Won't play for it here. Just
42.
keeping it simple, out in the open. This time not top side of the blue. Wrong angle.
Mark Selby sat patiently in his seat. He hasn't potted a ball for 56 minutes. He needs something to go wrong for John Higgins very soon here. As well as he's played today, and he's played magnificently. He's been shut out the last few frames.
Yeah.
Played that nicely. Just getting the white clean. That's just a little bit of composure. Just take a bit of time.
And what about this man, Ken? You played him in the World Final 27 years ago. And he's still producing it.
Yeah, it's incredible. The way, as I said, the manner in which he's changed this match around is just, wow. Against a player of the quality of Mark Selby as well. And it just shows you why he's regarded as one of the greats
54.
of the game. Amazing performance this from John Higgins. He's almost there. A few more pots, reds and colours.
$55.
Well, Mark Selby seemed to have taken full
61.
control of this final from 5-1 down to lead 8-5. Higgins tonight couldn't make a 30 break to that point.
62.
But he's dug deep into these vast reservoirs of experience, and he now needs this pink, barring snookers, for victory. The whole week has come down to this moment. He won't celebrate yet. He wants the extra red. We may see a little celebration if this goes in, though.
69.
Keeping it in. John Higgins, a member of the class of '92, himself, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Williams, the golden generation, who between them have now won 100 world ranking titles. Quite remarkable.
75.
And there is the celebration. There's his son, Pierce.
You don't normally see a lot of emotion from John Higgins, but this, and it will go down as one of his best performances. It has to do. The way he's come back from 8-5 down. As you said, he couldn't make 30 break. And the manner, the breaks, the tenacity, the grit, the determination, the belief to come back and dismantle Mark Selby and win this championship. Well, it'll be one of his best ever victories, no doubt. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and he's going to have his family around him as well to celebrate, which makes it even sweeter. They've been through it with him in the last few years when he's not been closing out finals. He's been disappointed, but of course won the World Open recently, got his confidence back. And now this is the victory lap. Can he make one more century just to see us home?
90.
It would be a record equaling 8 in a best of 19.
91. '97.
I think everybody in the crowd love to see this red go in and finish on a wonderful century. It's there. It's there. Wow, another record we're going to have.
Extraordinary. This for the 8th century of the final. What a way to finish the week here in Manchester.
105.
The crowd here, vast majority have stayed to the end, have seen something very special.
107.
You got a feel for Mark Selby. He's played wonderful snooker in the event and indeed in this match. He's had 4 centuries himself. But Higgins the stronger
110.
at the finish.
114. 119.
In the glittering career of John Higgins, this is surely going to rank very high in his list of achievements.
125.
What a finish. What a way to win it. A total clearance of 132. John Higgins, the Grandmaster, completes a fantastic comeback to beat Mark Selby from 8-5 down and land the Tour Championship, his 33rd world ranking title. I tell you what, few will be as sweet as this.